Next up, we have Codemore. Now, I love games, I love coding, and I love that this app brings them both together in a really fun, motivating way. I think my favorite thing about this application is the really thoughtful process that they engaged in on the back end here. This thoughtful construction of the back end of how to run user-generated code. It's a problem that we have anytime a group decides to have user-generated code, and I think these people really put some hard thought into this, and successfully so as well. So with that, I'd like the engineers from Codemore to take it away.
Welcome, everyone, to a journey into the land of Codemore. I'm Derek, and I'm joined by my amazing team here, Abby, Arena, and Matt. Imagine you're a recruiter. You want to find the best applicant, but resumes are two-dimensional, dense, and may have unsubstantiated claims. You are having lots of problems going and finding information from all these external links. Needless to say, you're overwhelmed. Now imagine you're an applicant. You embody all of those amazing buzzwords other applicants use, like intrinsic motivation and genuine intellectual curiosity. And you show that on a day-to-day basis through your code, through your external applications as well. Do recruiters even notice? Well, fear no more. Here's Codemore. We have aggregated and synthesized data from Codewars, HackerNoon, Medium, Stack Overflow, and GitHub into an automatically updating dashboard that quantitatively shows a programmer's impact. Now here's Arena to discuss yet another benefit of Codemore.
Thanks, Derek. For security, we have a fire-breathing dragon protecting Codemore with GitHub authentication. What's more secure than that? We know that algorithms are an important part of the interview process. That's why the problems page is my personal favorite. We wanted to provide an opportunity for users to be able to practice their algorithm chops. Imagine a developer practicing algorithms. It's hard to refer back to code that's written on a whiteboard. That's why with Codemore, we have code that's stored in the vault for later access. Have you ever tried solving a problem and you submitted code that creates an infinite loop? Can you imagine a mischievous developer trying to rain on our Codemore parade by submitting malicious code? Well, fear no more. Here's Codemore. In order to protect our users and our applications from these situations, we containerize the environment that runs user input. Here's Abby to discuss more about the technology we used.
Thanks, Serena. Let's take a tour of Codemore Stack. When the user hits the Submit button, their code is sent to our server and then relayed to an external API separated using Docker. We sanitize all user code on submission and utilize Mocha and Chai to provide a test-based learning environment for our users. Our user interface is developed with React and Ace Editor. We use React Redux for state management. Node.js and Express make up our server architecture. In order to facilitate the extraction of user data from external sources, we use functional programming to abstract the API calls to ensure ease in scaling. Any new data source would be added easily. Our database is built with Postgres. Though we use SQLize as an ORM, it does not have the functionality for Postgres to avoid duplicates in its bulk create method. As a result, we created our own bulk update or create method. Here's Matt to discuss some of the difficulties we encountered.
Thank you, Abby. As with any quest in Codemore, there were difficulties along the way. When searching for data for our dashboard, not every source had external access to their API. To get data for HackerNoon, we implemented web parsing with the help of third-party packages such as Cheerio, Puppeteer, and Bluebird. Additionally, running users' code came with its own set of challenges. We developed a solution which would spawn a detached Docker container on every submission, safely evaluate the code, and then self-destruct. However, due to Heroku being a container itself, these two technologies were incompatible. To solve this, we implemented the microservice design pattern previously mentioned. Our final challenge came when running users' code. To implement Mocha and Chai, there were semicolons required at the end of every statement. Instead of requiring users to insert semicolons on their own, we parse their code and automatically insert semicolons. We also had to deal with console logs and comments. Overall, we really enjoyed our experience working on Codemore together. It was a valuable learning experience, and we would like to thank everyone at FullStack for their invaluable support. Please join us at www.codemore.app.
front to back, very innovative. You've got the fantastic UI, then you've got the custom then the DevOps aspect of that using Docker as well was very impressive. So
yeah, that's definitely my favorite feature of it is the code sanitization and the containerization scheme. I mean, this is a problem that competitors like Codewars may face, but also cloud platforms like Firebase, AWS, Google Cloud, all need engineers who are capable of solving this problem. So I'm very excited for the team behind Codemore that they got to encounter it.
And something that's interesting is they brought together and aggregated an awful lot of outside data.
Yeah.
And they dreamed really big in this project. It really shows. And in doing so, they created a lot of problems that I think that they solved really gracefully.